I'm gonna be isolated. I'm gonna be confused. Is it safe for Black women to travel solo? So many questions are going through your head right now as you're preparing to take your first solo journey. Girl, welcome back to the Paris Perspective, where I am shifting my perspective through the lens of solo travel, holistic wellness, and mindful living. And I'm back today with another video to talk to you about the fear versus the reality of solo travel. When I first took my solo trip, I had so many unanswered questions, so many worries, so many fears. What if I can't communicate? What if I don't understand the language? What if they don't accept me as a Black person? What if I experience racism? So many questions are going through your head right now as you're preparing to take your first solo journey. So before I get into the fear versus reality, I want to say congratulations, and you are doing the damn thing, okay? It's so many people who just let their fear stop them in their tracks. The fear, we make fear like this, okay? When it's really like this, okay? And the reality of it, that you're going to experience yourself in a new environment. You get to navigate new spaces, you get to meet new people, you get to do what you want when you want on your own time, which is more than likely the reason why you have decided to embark on a solo travel journey. So let me know in the comments, what are you afraid of, okay? Because I'm pretty sure that there's another person who is experiencing the same fear and anxiety that you have. So I just want to make this video for you to share with you some fears that you may have for your first solo trip and the actual reality that you may very well experience on your first solo journey. Fear number one, I'll feel lonely when I'm in a new place by myself. I'm going by myself. I'm going to be isolated and I won't be able to really enjoy my time because I'm used to traveling with people. Here's what actually happens when you travel abroad for the first time by yourself. A lot of solo travelers will tell you that they've experienced at some point or another, even if it was their first trip or their 20th trip. Sometimes we have the fear of being alone or feeling isolated. The reality is you end up meeting genuine people, whether that's the locals of the area or fellow travelers. Just being open and knowing that it is okay if you feel alone. Maybe it is a time for you to embrace and enjoy your own company. And that's what I love about solo travel is, yes, there may be feelings of loneliness, but that's okay. Being alone is okay. A lot of us, like even for myself, this is my first time in my life and I'm 30 years old, okay? So this is my first time living completely on my own since 2021, because when obviously I grew up at home, so I have siblings. And then I went off to college and I had roommates. And then after that, I had a boyfriend. So now it is just, it's me. I've really grown to enjoy my own company. So that translates also when I go on my solo trips. I've enjoyed my own company, so I'm able to enjoy me everywhere that I am. The next fear that you might be having if this is your first time traveling abroad, I won't understand the language. I won't be able to communicate. I'm gonna be confused. I'm here to tell you, you won't know the language of everywhere. Unless you're a polyglot and you speak multiple languages, which is absolutely amazing. Most of us do not. But the reality is preparing beforehand, knowing key phrases and words that will help you to communicate. And then also, kindness is a universal language. People, the locals, will recognize your effort most times and will match you with that effort. The next fear, what if something bad happens back at home while I'm abroad? The reality is, things happen all the time, whether you're near home, at home, or far away from home. Having a plan in place, having emergency funds set up. Also, one important tip that I would definitely recommend for American or US travelers is setting up a contact with the local consulate in the country that you're going to be, so that they know that you are abroad. So if something does happen, then they have a way to contact you. Have a plan in place, but don't let the what ifs keep you from the present moment. And this is a very nuanced fear. If you're watching, you're very well a Black woman. If not, I'm glad you stuck around. One of the things that I know that was a fear for me, or that I think about, is I'm Black. How will I be received abroad? Is it safe for Black women to travel solo to these destinations? I'm Black. People are going to be racist. They're not going to want me around. They're not going to want to embrace me. And the reality is, girl, don't you know that out of the womb of the Black woman is the birth of a nation? Okay? And yes, you may encounter people who have never experienced a Black person in person. They may only see them on TV or on the internet, and so they're fascinated when they see you. Sometimes you may travel to countries that are not accepting of Black people, and that can be scary. But having an exit strategy and doing your research beforehand is the most important thing. Looking at different forums and groups to see how other Black women and Black people in general have experienced that culture, but also not taking their word for it. Yes, it's good to see the experiences and hear the experiences of others, but if it's something that you're really being called to do, do it. Okay, being Black is not going to stop you from fulfilling your desire of traveling the world, okay? So don't let that fear get in the way and stop you, because we experience racism and bigotry here in our own country. So no, you don't want to experience it abroad, but also just knowing within yourself and affirming yourself can help to relieve that fear that you will not be received well as a Black abroad. That is it. Those are some common fears that I have had within myself before I've taken my multiple solo journeys. And these are fears that are common amongst Black women and people in general as they embark on a new journey. Anything new that you're doing, sometimes you will have those anxieties or fears or worries. Whether that is solo travel, whether it is a new relationship, whether it's a job, there is always a solution to your problem, okay? So what we want to do really is get out of this fear-based thinking, and that's what I'm here to show you. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who is embarking on their first solo journey or continuing on in their solo travel journeys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shifting your perspective through the lens of solo travel, holistic wellness, and mindful living. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Bye, girl.